had taken part in such a conference. Following a fervid reception, Mr. Churchill proceeded to deliver to the Conservative conference at Llandudno his most important speech since Fulton.
Of one thing I am quite sure, that if the United States were to consent, in reliance upon any paper agreement, to destroy the stocks of atomic bombs which they have accumulated, they would be guilty of murdering human freedom and of committing suicide themselves. You will give full consideration to my words. I have not always been wrong. Nothing.
He went on to ask his audience of 2,600 representatives to imagine what would be the position if and when the Soviet had the atom bomb.
You can judge yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, what will happen then by what is happening now. If these things are done in the greenwood, what will be done in the dry? If they can continue month after month disturbing and tormenting the world, trusting to our Christian and altruistic inhibitions against using this strange new power against them, what will they do when they themselves have large quantities of atomic bombs? Meanwhile, we have, of course, a situation in Berlin which may at any time precipitate a hideous world struggle. Had I been responsible, I would not have allowed it to develop in this way. It would have been better to meet in good time the blockade of Berlin by countermeasures against Russian shipping and imports of all kinds, which might be useful for war purposes. It is an unequal trial of strength. It is an unfair ordeal. It is like a contest in endurance between two men, one of whom sits quietly grinning in his armchair, while the other stands on his head hour after hour to show him how much he is in earnest.
It was a somber speech in which Mr. Churchill did not omit to castigate the policies of the government.
Once again we have cast away by our folly and inconsequence all that we had gained by our virtue and our valor. It is indeed a strange paradox that after our country had gained its greatest glory, that the British name and even the personal safety of Britons in so many lands should have fallen so swiftly, so low. But, ladies and gentlemen, never let us despair. All can be regained. All can be regained if we rouse and rear the mighty energies and genius of all classes in our land. When the moment of choosing comes, we shall make no wild and vain promises of lush and easy times. A new supreme effort is needed, and it is our prayer, and you do right to pray, that the underlying solid wisdom and character of our people may bring into being a parliament which truly represents their strength and virtue. Such a parliament alone can take, without fear or favor, every step that is needed to revive the moral health and shining glory of our Commonwealth, of our empire, and of our island home.
And on that note of hope, Britain's war leader left the conference hall for a triumphal drive through Llandudno.